From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, Gaza truce talks are underway in Paris in one of the biggest efforts to stop the fighting in weeks. Talks have also just wrapped up in Cairo, and officials from Hamas are waiting to see what mediators bring back. The ramped-up efforts come as mediators try to avoid an Israeli assault on the Gaza city of Rafah, where more than 1 million displaced people are sheltering. Israel says it will attack the city if no truce agreement is reached soon. And gatherings are planned around the country to mark the 2-year anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It's estimated hundreds of thousands of lives have been lost on both sides. The European Union ambassador to New Zealand, Lawrence Meredith, says they'll be standing with the Ukrainian community in Wellington Civic Square.
Both New Zealand and the European Union have just this week announced additional packages, both financial assistance, sanctions and provision of weapons. And I think that is the most tangible support that the Ukrainian people need.
New Zealand's levels of child poverty are being labelled as absolutely unacceptable. The latest Stats NZ figures show 143,000 children have been living in material hardship. UNICEF Director Teresa Tapania Ashton says some government policies like changes to cash benefits could put even more innocent children into hardship.
The official advice showed this change could push an additional 13,000 children into poverty.
Renewable energy, farming emissions and the health of the Hauraki Gulf are on the agenda at this weekend's Blue-Greens Forum. National members, including the Prime Minister, are gathering at the Waitangi Treaty Grounds in Paihia. Forum Chair Grant McCallum says the focus is on finding ways to work with users of the environment, like sitting down with farmers.
Rather than just impose idealistic solutions on top of people that may not work and may put people out of business, even if it takes a bit of time to get to the end result.
And that's news. I'm Donna Marie Lever. To sport, Australia's retained the Chappell Hadley Trophy after a superb bowling effort defending 174 for a 72-run win at Eden Park that clinches the 3-game T20 series. Australian spinner Adam Zamba snared 4 wickets and says Devon Conway missing with an injured thumb was a big blow for New Zealand.
Almost the perfect start for us, unfortunately for him. Hope his thumb's all right, but he's the kind of guy who can guide an innings through and bat to the end and make that really difficult. So that made it a lot harder for New Zealand. But, yeah, I mean, we put the pressure on them with the ball early.
The Chiefs are breathing a sigh of relief after staving off a Crusaders comeback in the opening Super Rugby match of the season in Hamilton, winning 33-29. Across the ditch, the Hurricanes have had an emphatic first-up win, dealing to the Force 44-14 in Perth, and the Brumbies have cleaned up the Rebels 30-3 in Melbourne. And that's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.